If you have overripe bananas, don't throw them away and don't wait for them to get worms. Do this instead. The first thing you can do is make a smoothie, and that's what I am going to do first. As you can see, they're still in good condition, so I'm not eating spoiled bananas. And they don't have worms, and for some reason I don't understand why I decided to buy all of them ripe. Like, who does that? But anyway, here we are, and I'll show you. So I'm going to use 4 for the smoothie, and the next lot I'll show you what I'm going to use it for. Some people say the brown parts are not spoiled, but to be honest, I don't want to try. I've already cleaned them, that's why you can see me not re-cleaning them again. Actually, I have a lot. I'll need 3, so let me check. I'll use this for the smoothie. I'm going to use water because I don't want to use milk. Yeah, but ordinarily I use milk, but for this one I'm going to use water, and I'll show you why before we're done. So I'm going to add chia seeds. Okay. And now, here is the reason I am not adding milk, because if I add milk to lemon, if I add lemon to milk, it's going to go bad, and I want to have some lemon, because lemon helps in managing the browning of the bananas. You know, bananas, when you put them in the fridge, they are going to brown. So to avoid that, that's why I'm adding some lemon water. So we're going to add our lemon water. That way, even when we make the smoothie, it's not going to turn brown. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my mason jar for the smoothie. As you can see, because it has lemon, it is not advisable you take lemon directly, because it's going to give acidity to your mouth, to your teeth. Don't take lemon directly, use a straw, so that you avoid acidity and wearing down of your teeth from the lemon. Perfect. That's what I was looking for. As you can see, it did not brown because of the lemon. So I'm going to pack for tomorrow as I get ready for the next way I'm going to utilize my overripe bananas. Here are my ingredients. I'm going to use atamakwan for my cake, and sugar, cinnamon, sprinkles, baking powder, chia seeds, cane salt, vanilla essence. I have 2 eggs there, and I have my bananas here. I'm going to use vegetable oil. Yes, so let's get to the baking. I've already oiled the pan. For once, I did it on time. So the next thing I'm going to do is to prepare my oven to preheat. I use this feature because it bakes both sides. Then I want to bake at 180, and here I want to set 40 minutes depending on what I decide to time. At least I have 40 minutes running. Let's get to the prep. I always start with wet ingredients. Today I want to start with dry. For the flour, like I said, I'm using atamakwan, and I'm using 1.5 cups. Okay, just to sieve. It's actually clean, but it's fair enough. Okay, we have some salt, we have cinnamon, and we have sprinkles. Today I want to cook the sprinkles. Okay, so I add everything there. What have I not added? I'm going to add chia seeds. Okay, today I want to cook everything. Usually I just sprinkle them at the top, but today I want to bake everything. So that's done. Let's get to the wet ingredients. Got the baking powder, so I'm going to put 2 teaspoons. Okay, and now we are ready for the other ingredients. We have our mashed bananas over here, which we are going to add. It's the main ingredient, remember, so that's why we are adding it first here. And also we want them to be fully mashed. Then we're going to add sugar. It was supposed to be 3/4 cup, but I don't like too much sugar. I like mild sugar. Okay, the next thing, we need 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. You can use butter, margarine, whichever pleases you. I wanted to use vegetable oil today. Okay, and for that purpose I'm using Rina. Okay, I want to almost add everything. Vanilla essence to desire. Then I have my eggs, which will be the last thing I add. So I'm going to add my eggs one by one, so that in case there is a spoiled egg, you don't spoil your ingredients. Let's add the second one. sure your dry ingredients are well mixed so that you can now start adding. I saw this hack where, to avoid the mess of flour, you use cling film to cover everywhere so that you don't have a mess. And of course, make sure you're not also mixing it. This container of mine is not so good, but we'll make do. Whoa! And the disaster has struck. So this works well if you have a standing mixer, but for this one, it's gonna give you a hard time, clearly. But to be honest, I have achieved my goal because the space is not messy. Don't you agree? Yeah, you can see it's less messy. I feel like this cake is it's going to be a bit hard or dry, more dry. So I've decided to add some milk to still maintain the niceness of the cake, while at the same time making sure it's not too dry. Yeah, so I've just added half a cup. You can see there's some change in the texture. I've always said this is your secret weapon to bring down this mess that is on the walls of your bowl in one touch. You see, it doesn't hold on to the bowl. And we are done. Okay, like I said earlier, our pan is ready, oiled. Our oven is warming up, so we are now ready to add our ingredients to the oven. The reason you should ensure that you're ready to place your ingredients in the oven before you finish mixing. You see, like now, if I leave it here and it has baking powder, it will continue to cook, or should I say it will start cooking using the baking powder. So to avoid that, get everything ready such that once you're done mixing, the next stop is the oven. Yes. So, and that's how I have finished my stock of bananas. Yes. How do you get rid of bananas without throwing them away? Because if I allowed them to go for another 2 days, I would not have eaten them. They would have gone bad and they would have been kind of disgusting, and also I would be scared they could be having worms. But when I cook them earlier, I feel like it's better. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Yeah. So we are ready to bake. Wow. Finally, I made a cake with no cracks. They are minimal. as compared to the others I used to make. So let's check if the cake is ready. And yes, it is ready. If you are in this house, you will definitely smell the sweetness of this cake, because man, it's nice. And for this pan, you just open it. Whoa, it's super hot. You just open it on the side. We would appreciate feedback on the content that you would like us to share. Let us know what else you would like us to share, and also share with us what you have learned so that we can also learn from you. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new, kindly consider subscribing. If you're returning, thank you so much for your continued support. We value you. See you on the next one. Bye.